Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to Only the Realist. I hope that you guys have all had a wonderful day out there, and be mindful that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. There are millions of energies on planet Earth, okay? Without further ado, we're going to jump right in. This is going to be a life reading, so let's do it. All right, we have the Five of Cups, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so right now you are definitely here, not really wanting to, you really have your back turned towards things that are emotional for you right now, okay, because there's a lot of work that you're doing on yourself, working, creating finances, or working on things that that elevate your inner self, right? Going to the gym, eating healthily, um using the ideas that you are, that you receive, right? Putting things into a place where you can, work on that, work on those things. So, if there are people around you, or people that are trying to talk to you, or people that are trying to do activities with you, right now you're just kind of like, and you're just, you're focused, right? Six of Pentacles, yeah. Because you feel like things are unbalanced right now. Eight of Wands, okay? You're anxious about, life moving forward, right? Because at times, it does feel like, you know, things become very slow, and then it, you know, what you can see out of your eyes, it's like, man, things are not changing, but they are, Um, so right now you're searching for that inner balance, right? And you're being asked to wait for the answer, the message, or the sign before you proceed forward. Okay, so just kind of stay calm, right? Make sure the things that spill out of your mouth right now are things that aren't there to generate negativity. And just focus, right? Just focus. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. Effort, right? Creating effort right here. Two of Wands. Effort to create your own reality, right? It's a lot of times it's very difficult to create our own reality. I mean, sure, we live in reality, but I mean our own reality, something that we are creating, right? And a lot of times people tend to give up on that reality that they are envisioning, because it gets very difficult to continue creating something, you know it's it's difficult to create the reality that you want. It's very difficult, but um there are things to learn within, finding and creating the reality that you want, which is why it's hard. Because let's just be honest, a lot of people don't strive to learn lessons, right? I mean, lessons typically, put people in a state of depression, or, you know, things of the emotion or mental, right? Which make, you know, the reality that they're trying to create even harder to fulfill, right? We have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? with the Five of Wands. This is exactly what I was just talking about right here. This is your spiritual inheritance, right? You know, whatever whatever you've been working on, it will come to fruition, right? It definitely will, because this is something that you hold close to you, right? You hold this close to you. You know, when we inherit things from the universe, God, whatever you believe in, um, it's almost like they are opportunities, right? Given to the individuals who have the idea and put the idea into effort, and then, you know, after a while you will start to see your efforts increase, you know, and the feeling of fulfillment will always be there, right? You're gonna, it will increase, and then you will have to learn more lessons, and you're gonna feel sad, and you're gonna feel, well, not sad, but you know, like, we're not always happy every day. We can't be. That's another part of learning, you know. It would be, um hey, life would be great if everybody could be happy every day. If we could all be happy every day, that would be so great. But unfortunately, life is not like that, right? But we have the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have people which are, you know, which are not liking you being to yourself, and you know, being in this, I want to ignore, you know, things of the emotion right now, because there are things that I truly need to focus on, right? Okay, we have the Empress. Yeah, there are people that see you shining, right? They see that you are becoming abundant, okay? With the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. That patience right there. Patience. And it takes patience to create abundance, right? Not everyone wants to see you win. Because it's hard to win, okay? Chariot. And you know, it's hard to win in a respectful way, right? You can see a lot of, right? A lot of successful people in whatever they do. Um, a lot of them cheated to get there, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever consequences you have with cheating your way to wherever you're going, that's up to the universe and God, or whatever you believe in, to handle that, right? But there's always a difference, right? There's gonna always be two types of people. There's going to be good people, and there's going to be bad people. And what I mean by that is that there are people that truly desire to have a positive life, right? Not everything's positive about them. Why? Because they have to learn things. But on the general side, their mindset is not to go and kill someone, go out to rob someone, go out to finesse someone, go out to, you know, do things that people do when they have the mindset of the underworld, right? Um, and you know, it's just as simple as that, right? Um, that mindset is gonna, it's it creates more respect for you as a leader to your community, to what you do, right? In your life. And I believe that is the best way, right? Because when you pass, when people remember the things that you have done in your life, they're gonna remember that you were respectful, that you worked hard, that you struggled a lot in your life to create a better life for yourself, that you were respectful, honest, and truthful to others, and you served others with a purpose. And, you know, I would rather have that. Um, and even without the success part, you can still be respectful, truthful, honest, loving, caring, responsible, and, you know, enduring of the negative things that may happen to you, for you to learn certain things along the way. You know, we have the Chariot here with the Four of Pentacles, right? Feeling like you don't have enough here. But this is going to speed up here, right? See, you're in this mode of, I see things changing, I see things growing, but I'm not there in that place, right? Where my energy is allowing me to feel that way, right? Because although we see change around us, we may still feel within ourselves that nothing has changed. But this quick energy that's gonna come through here and really elevate you forward, it's gonna be very helpful for you, you know, considering that you're feeling like, or understanding that, you know, your mind space is, I don't have enough. There we go. We have the Devil with, there we go, the Knight of Cups. Okay, some change coming in here. Okay, this is inner change, right? This is inner change here. And the universe wants you to allow yourself to open up, right? Not to others, not to, you know, to yourself. Open up, right? There are some things that you've been wanting to do, telling yourself that you're gonna do, trying to motivate yourself to do, and it's time to, you know, create that space for yourself, right? Here we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, back to that tough time. You did go through a tough time, and, you know, you came out a top G here, right? Ten of Swords. With endings come new beginnings, right? This is the new beginning here, right? Where you ignore the things of the emotion, open your heart up, right? Right? And when I say that, to keep your emotions to yourself, but be open about it, it's like, don't be egoistical when you put yourself in this kind of mode, right? When we ignore the emotions, just to fulfill work, yeah, that works in a business type setting, but for yourself and your environment around you, you know, really keep in mind that, you know, treating someone like crap because you are not emotionally available is not, it's not acceptable at all. It's just not, right? and you'll know who these kind of people are, right? Back to the good and the bad, the people that know that they have something that they have to focus on, but they're not rude and disrespectful and pushy to other people, right? They are still positive and understand that um uh sure, success and creating things are a responsibility of mine, but it does not take away the responsibility of kindness to others, right? Kindness to others. So that's where this King of Cups comes in, right? That kindness to others, right? This is a fatherly type of energy, a very responsible, open, loving, and understanding energy here for you, right? You are definitely feeling that that open love towards yourself and towards the excitement of life itself, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, drop those guards, yo. Drop those guards, right? Express yourself, energy, right? Express yourself. You're going into a new cycle here, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, and we gotta let that down, right? Who cares if there are people that dislike what you're doing, or dislike who you're becoming, or dislike how you're how you're treating yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, you control your actions and decisions and choices upon where you decide you would like to go and who you would like to be. There we go. That independent energy. I can, right? With the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Yes, reflect. Reflection is a part of why we understand, right? Why did I do that and this happened to me? Understanding that your decisions, your choices, and your actions have consequences, and that you're allowed to control that part of your free will, right? All the other things are very much uncontrollable, right? The fact that I could just sit here in a vehicle and for example, somebody could shoot a gun and it can fly right through this window and kill me, right? Or something that blew up in the sky, a rocket ship or an airplane comes down and crashes down and just destroys me. Or a car could come flying over the freaking the curb and smash right into me. There are and see, this is this is the very awkward part of life, right? It's like we have control over our decisions, right? Which we don't control the outcome, we just control which way we're allowed to go, right? The outcome is always going to be anonymous. Every outcome will always be anonymous, because your decision is based on two paths, and then that decision may be based on someone else that you have a connection with at that moment, and they have free will to do whatever they would like to do as well. So that outcome is affected if you're also dealing with someone else. That outcome is affected by their decision that they make. And then by yourself, you still have those two paths, and still whichever decision you make, you still don't control the outcome. You could choose the worst path and come out in the greatest way ever, or you could choose the other path and still come out super great. So it life is just, it's like, in what I see, it's like it's like a lottery ticket, man. Like, life is just weird, especially when it comes to just living and understanding life, right? Certain things about life. It's interesting. right? It's very interesting. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, the celebratory energy, knowing that you have a mission to complete here. The Hierophant, committed to the path that you are on, and celebrating this as well within you, right? That celebratory energy, letting yourself, take the, take the rainy day off, or it's good to acknowledge how far you've come, right? Don't look at the money part of it. That is what makes our minds weak, right? When we only think about money, in the sense of creating things for ourselves, right? The money will come with it. Just learn to love what you do. That's it. you know the money thing will, it will ruin your confidence when you don't get it. It will ruin your self-esteem when you don't get it. It will ruin your perception of life when you don't get it. It will ruin the connections around you when you don't get it. It will ruin, there are so many things that money ruins when that's the only thing on our minds. There are, you know but if we learn to say, hey man, like, whatever I have coming to me is something that I know I worked for, and if it's not here now, I'll just continue to work on it, and hopefully it'll be there later. If it's not, then still I'm doing what I love to do, and I don't expect anything to come out of it because I already know something will come out of it. Five of Swords. The fight is over. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Taking that long stroke. You've departed from a lot of people in your life, a lot of things, and a lot of places that no longer serve you. And this is why the wheel continues to turn for you. If you haven't noticed, you keep starting over. There's a period in each of our lives, actually, where you know we start over, right? And this is for people that truly go on their journey, and they continue on. Oh, I want to do this, or I want to go and you know um go over here and learn something from this person, or go over here and see this place. And you know this is how people continue their journey, right? um your journey is free will. There are people that literally stay in their whole hometown their whole lives, and they've had opportunities that have passed them by several times, but it's our free will to take that journey or not, right? You're still on your standard journey, right? Which we have the free will to not change, right? We don't have to change our original journey. We can stay at our hometown, stay doing whatever we've been doing for our whole lives, and leave it at that. And there's nothing wrong with that either, right? Nothing wrong with it. So you have pushed the boundaries on who you want to be and what you can create in this life, right? But anyways, guys, that's all that I have for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys have been with the gang, I love you guys so much. Monistique, and I'll catch you guys next time.